Other interesting political news, you have Tampon Tim Walz saying that he gets a, quote, mood boost from Tesla stock dropping. Interesting. And yeah, one of the weirdest losers in politics, bar none. I'll never forget, he bragged about never owning a home or any investments, which, again, I rent a home. I aspire to own a home. I think most Americans do. But he bragged about not being financially successful, which I'm not sure why you would brag about that. I think most Americans want to work hard and build wealth throughout their career. And yeah, Tim Walz brags, I don't have any stocks. I don't have any investments. As Rachel Zegler would say, weird, weird. Now, this comes to us thanks to Mario Nofal over at X, in which he says, quote, Walz celebrates as Minnesota pension burns. Governor Tim Walz openly celebrates watching Tesla stock plummet, apparently unaware or unconcerned that his own state has nearly 2 million Tesla shares in pension funds. While Walz gets his, quote, mood boost from watching the stock fall, Minnesota retirees face consequences of his political vendetta. This perfectly encapsulates today's Democrat leadership, willing to damage their own constituents' financial security just to score points against Elon. When politicians cheer financial damage to American companies, employing thousands just because they dislike CEOs' policies or politics, we've entered dangerous territory. And here you can see, it says the state of Minnesota's Tesla investments as of June 2024, they have 1.6 million shares, part of the retirement fund. It looks like they have 211 shares in non-retirement fund and 0.6 of all shares held, which is not insignificant. Now there's Tim Walz and his low T. Oh, he wore a blazer. He did something. Yeah, tampon Tim.
Saying on my phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day.
A loser.
225 and dropping. So, and if you own one, we're not blaming you. You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, and take out, just telling you.
Tampon Tim. And this went, I'd say, pretty viral. Got about 889,000 views and 1.3 thousand likes. One of the first comments coming from Barefoot Pregnant saying, quote, Walz is playing politics while Minnesota retirees pay the price, gained 33 likes. I Woke Up says, how is it possible that Tim Walz doesn't realize he's hurting Minnesotans' pensions given their investments in Tesla? He needs to apologize for all the people in his state that he hurt with his mood boost, as if we don't have enough real issues, getting 78 likes. Yellow Jacket, A+ for marketing. It is in fact a picture of a yellow jacket. Saying, quote, the Democrat Party continues to destroy their own. Blind hatred makes you do stupid things, getting 29 likes. I mean, it's also Tim Walz. He's one of the folks who helped contribute to his state's riots, and he even bailed some rioters out. So, I mean, I don't think anyone is too surprised. You have someone by the name of the Great Unknowing, has pictured Tim, and says, things that give Democrats a boost. It says, abandoned astronauts, struggling U.S. companies, burning electric vehicles, drag queens for toddlers, sterilizing children, girl private parts, failure, Hamas, private sector layoffs, lying, your grandchildren getting debt, perverts, vandalism, spending your money, fraud, people abuse women, murders, incompetence, corruption. A Minnesota away, unfortunately. Yep. And I got 19 likes. You also have Kimberly Lee saying, quote, is he delusional? Either he is truly that clueless or there's a unique brand of ignorance in play here, getting 11 likes. Okay, the debate says, quote, Democrats would rather burn pensions than admit Elon is winning, getting 18 likes. DMK says, these are American workers he's pushing down. Walz could care less about the working class, getting 20 likes. Yep. You also have someone did AI picture or Photoshop of Tim Walz in World War II uniform. They only got 3 likes. So, curiously curious says, quote, so it's screw you, Tesla, and screw your pension fund, Minnesota citizens, getting 11 likes. Jupac says, quote, also, how many people invest in Vanguard and BlackRock funds? They both are the highest shareholders behind Elon. The clown is celebrating 401ks dipping too, getting 11 likes. True. That's also a real thing as well. Goliath says Grok likes him in more colors as Tim Walz AI generated by Grok. And he's got, pride leggings and pride flag on. I mean, he's such a weak loser that Minnesota's basically conquered. I mean, Somalians have flooded so much. They changed their flag in Minnesota, which used to be a pretty good flag. Or as Trump would say, Minnesota used to have a beautiful flag for decades. Very nice calligraphy. It was beautifully the history of the state. And now it's a rudimentary crayon drawing. It looks just like Somalia. It's crap. Terrible marketing. If Trump were to see their new flag, the commentary would be somewhat to that effect. You also have Isaac saying, quote, this mofo is certified retarded. Can you imagine him being under VP? We are 60 trillion in debt while celebrating 7 likes. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where every time, I mean, the Democratic joke is that every Democrat leader chose someone dumber than them for their VP. So you have Obama chose Biden, Biden chose Kamala, and then Kamala chose Tim. It's like they keep dumbing it down. That's how you get Tim Walz. So not too surprising, his ignorance here of celebrating Americans who are getting hurt with their pensions going down, as well as their shareholders and even his state. And let me know, do you think he'll ever have his future, success, any success in politics? Again, he'll people probably love him in Minnesota. They keep voting for him for some reason. So maybe he'll win a couple of those blue states. But overall, does average American, do you think they'll ever be attracted to the point where they actually vote for him? Let me know your thoughts, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.